And we're back and we're live and hopefully we're trouble free. Everything's coming across nice and clear. Hello, yeah, welcome back to another live chat. Quite possibly the last one of 2019. I know we've only done a few, but yeah, it could be the last one. How is everybody? I'll just wait for to catch up on my channel, and then I can be able to see the chat. We've got a few people in the house. Gareth, are we live yet? Owen, Albion Camping, good evening. Yeah, good evening, good evening. Hope everyone's excited for Christmas. Michael Sanderson, good evening to you. Bear with me a second, guys, just while I do the business. There we are. We're all, I'm going to make a brew. Who wants one? Gareth's typing one. Let me just type it on the actual screen. Live chat down. We was going to try and roll 4G tonight, but I don't know if I've used my data or what. I've just gone onto my phone and it's only on that hate symbol, whatever all that is about. So, William, all right, William. None. There we are. Hiddle chat. Got you on screen. I'm not looking too bad on my own big screen. Bit pixelated, but a lot clearer. I've not done anything special, mate. Like I say, I was trying to run it off 4G. It is only running off Wi-Fi. Over the Christmas break, I am going to try and figure out what the webcam situation is to try and get you back on the PC, because I think that's going to be the most stable connection, because it's hardwired, you know. Vodka and orange, no, just squash. I'm gonna have to pause myself. I can see myself on two screens. The lips ain't synced, and it's doing me nothing. How is everyone then? Let's go. How is everyone? Anyone even broke up from work yet? Even I know it's Lily's last day tomorrow, and that's sort of when Christmas really kicks in for us. You know, when Lily's not at school, that's the time we can just chill out, put the music on, Christmas music, Christmas movies, all that sort of stuff. That's the time we do them sort of things. That's the time when it really kicks in. Although I was feeling Christmassy today, got all the smelly candles out and wrapping presents with the music on. I don't know why I started to wrap presents, and all of a sudden it was just like, oh, there's a week. I was still thinking like there was a month, like it was at the beginning of December, and yeah, proper freaked out. So it was like always a mad dash. Williams, all good. Gareth is groovy. He's bought me some Skittles. Try for some Skittles vodka on the next camp, which is, where's that then? Must be a week on Friday, isn't it? Yeah, week on Friday camping. Last one of the year. Can't wait. Can't exactly do a massive group meet, but there will be a few of us there. Gareth and Zoe, Owen, Albion Camping, Ben Yorkshire Wanderer. Who else? Jorvik Outdoors, Big B, myself, Gonk Life. Yeah, there should be a few of us there. Life on the Box. Should be a good few. Gonna have the parachute set up. I don't know if I said this last week or not actually, but excuse me if I did. Gonna make you a bit of skill vodka. Can't wait. We should be cheeky and see if Brendan's got any of that slow gin to bring as well, shall we? That would set the mood. Gonk Life is Jeff, by the way. Most of you would have seen Jeff in, if you've not met him in person, he's a sound lad. He's been in a few of my videos. He was never that keen on having his face on screen though. So, yeah, he's starting to put some like music together. But it's like ranting music where he likes to have a rant and get stuff off his chest. So that's what he's been doing. In fact, everyone should go over and sub Gonk Life. If the reason why you're here is because you like to see my face, then you'll probably see me in a load of his videos as and when we get out a bit more. Is another person that's in my circles that has said that we're going to really going to smash the videos out on each of us channels, help out. So I'll be in his, he'll be in mine. Some of the stuff that I'm not over keen on, I'll be doing with him. So he'll come and do some with me, and then I've got my stepbro or my brother. Yeah, my stepbro is coming to help, and Dale, MC Daily G, is going to be about, and we're going to try and fill up. I've got 2 channels now, obviously, try and fill up 2 channels. That is the plan. By the way, everyone should go out and check my other channel out. I think I've only got about 9 subscribers on that other channel. It's nothing to do with camp. Well, the van touring on there, but it was the other sort of stuff that I like filming, the pranks and the urban exploration and all stuff like that. Them sort of videos that will be on the opposite channel. So if one of the spanners, or sort of say moderators, don't mind just dropping a link in the chat for that, it will he's just left me a note. Please put my phone on charge after live chat for school. So I said, don't come down, I'm just about to put the thing on. She's just had a shower, so she's just handing a note over. That's what that was. Yeah, one of the mods put the spanner in the channel. I mean, put the link, if they don't mind, in the chat from my other channel. That'd be great. Try and get a bit of love and support over there. I appreciate that it's not for everyone, all that other stuff though. So, you know, if you're only here for the camping, that's fair enough. I know I alienated people a fair bit when I was doing some of the other stuff, and it showed on my subscribers. I think I lost, what was it, 100 subscribers over a weekend when I started putting the videos out of pranks and stuff. And I know, I do appreciate that it's not for everyone, but it's something that's part of me and that I likes doing. So, Mr. Frizz Chili Channel, evening Kev, hope you're well, mate. Yeah, I'm doing good now, bud. Had a few ropey months and bits and bobs going on, but yeah, good now, brother. Thanks for asking. Nice to see you in the chat again as well, mate. How's the love life going? I see you very happily found a lovely lady. I can only just realise you can tell what's on my screen. Grand Theft Auto video or something. Yeah, but yeah, things are going good, thanks, mate. Looking forward to the new year though. Good to hear, mate. All good, brother. Loved up. Yeah, I like to claim that one, mate. I like to claim that one. I reckon I should get an invite to the wedding anyway, for sure. I added you to that group, and then you found a lovely lady. Definitely should be getting an invite near the top table as well, I reckon. But yeah, Christmas is nice. Christmas is good and all that, but I've got, like I say, I've got some big plans for the new year and fitness plans. I don't know how. I know we all try and do this, and we all say after Christmas or after New Year and all that sort of stuff, and I'll get fit. But I really want to get back in the hills. I really want to do. Get back to hiking again. We're just talking about your Big Kev channel. That's the one indeed, Owen. There we are, brother. Thanks for that. There's Big B. All right, B? Hi, Kevin. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm teaming. Well, I'm not teaming up with another YouTuber. I've got a YouTuber that I madly respect, and yeah, it's sort of going to be a bit of peer pressure for me to get cracked on and lose some weight. There's invites in the post. Honestly, I've got you added me to the page. Fair play. I seriously slacked on camps. Not been camping since life gets in the way, mate, and it seems like life's been good to you. I've seen your pictures and I've seen your posts and stuff like that, and you're having a good time, mate. So yeah, and it's one of these things. Being a single lad for so long, I've always gone out whenever I want. But if there was a lovely lady waiting for me at home, you know what I mean, it would be a bit harder to get out. You've still been out there traveling all over, though, aren't you? I know you're always going down to, is it Devon, Dorset? I know you're always going down there and traveling around and walking about. So it's not just all about the camping, mate. What up, Flat? I can't say you were trying to go a bit child friendly, so I can't say the next part. But yeah, what up? Welcome to the chat. But you met your missus on an outdoor channel, on an outdoor page, though. I mean, I'm sure she's maybe come springtime, you can take her somewhere nice, take her camping, even if it's just at sites with facilities and all that. Yeah, that's Nobby on his other account. We'll swap over in a minute. Yeah, just confirming. Yeah. What is the time delay? Does anyone know? Don't know if I can find it anywhere. But does the chat seem to be running with my speaker, or is it like 10 seconds behind something? It seems to be. It used to be about 20 seconds, but it seems to be improved just lately. I don't know why. Look. Yeah, all good. So, what? Perfect. It seems to be perfect. Oh, good. It's just weird, isn't it? It's just weird how sometimes it's running really good and sometimes it's not. Gareth, I've restarted the chat. Yeah, you can bug off. Go burn your dinner. What are you having anyway? What are you having for dinner? I can't even remember what I had tonight. Oh, I had eggs on toast. I was talking earlier with someone about egg on toast, and I just craved eggs on toast, so I had some eggs on toast. Devon, mate, being on regular adventures there this year about 8 times. That's what I'm doing. Still plenty of walking, but camping, sea fishing. I do crave a hammock camp and a fire with the lads, though. Oh, chicken burger, eating it right now. Nice. Yeah, well, if it pops up in the new year, bud, I'll give you a shout, or I might run one at Milo Chords if you want. If you're about, I'll give you a shout. Like I said, we're planning to get out a lot more, and I was thinking about them podcast things where I just might invite YouTubers over to the woods and do like a bit of a podcast in the woods. That way I'm getting out every week, and that way hopefully someone else will be getting out. And yeah, it's just I think it's an interesting concept if I just just keep bringing YouTubers in. Bless you. Cheers, mate. No, you're welcome, mate. You're welcome. Good lad. Just don't bring them peanuts. Nearly killed me. Evening, you sexy bee. Good evening to you, Ben. Eyeing up doing a through hike of the AT in the next few years. Going to take a lot of buttering up of the Woodland. What's the AT? I don't know if I'm being thick here, but what's the AT? I don't even know what it is. How do Ben? No, I don't even know what it is. It's beyond me. Ah, right. Got you. and fully enough, you talk about that. I was watching this. This sounds a bit weird. Then I was watching this girl. There was this young lass in a documentary. I think she was about 16, 17. Lives out with her dad in the wilderness. Totally self-sufficient. Hunting, fishing, and all that. And she's just gone off. She's just gone off for do the Apache Lane Trail. I'm sure she said it was going to be about 6 months though. Does that sound about right? Or am I just way out? I'm sure she said it was going to be about 6 months. I've not really researched it a lot, to be fair. You've still been doing a lot of walking, Nobby? Your feet all built up and that. I tried to go out a couple of weeks ago, and it's a bit gross. It's a bit gross, but my underpants was just that wet that they just ripped the inside of my thighs apart, like really bad. I was that unfit, and I've let myself get bigger than I was before, and now, yeah, it just shredded me. 3 to 4 months. Oh yeah. 200 miles. That's a beast. So you will need some. No, no, I'm a fat knacker doing SDW mate though. Andrew Forrest, all right, Andrew. Yeah, that's one of my things. I'm proper going to get back into walking. But last time I was just walking for fitness, and when I was really into it, what year was it? 2013. I ran up Helvellyn. I was that fit. Well, I didn't literally run, but I mean, I got up there an hour and a half before my friends, and yeah, I was up, set up, camped, had tea and everything by the time they got there, and both of them were skinny lads and whatever. But even though I was big, I was still fit. Now I'm not tall. Can't even get up the stairs without panting. You know what I mean? But this time it's going to be to lose weight as well. That's one of the main goals. Been carrying too much pudding since last summer when I did my back in and all that. Far too much pudding. I think, what did I do? I think I'll put on like a stone and a half in 6 months or something. It was crazy. Big undertaking, but would love to be in the wilderness for that long. Yeah, this is why, I'm sure she was like fishing rods and them chuck nets and all sorts, fishing net, gill nets, all sorts. It was going to be, you can never carry food for that long. And she was, yeah, I don't know. It would just seemed mad experience. Bears and shit, but I don't mind the cougars. Can't beat a cougar. So when's your thing with Bruce then, Nobby? You got your catch and cook camp coming up, ain't you? Ben is mentioned you earlier. Ben's coming to camp with us. They ain't cougars at his age. Would love to do a long trail, but when the kids are young, it's not really possible for us. On the 28th. Oh, that's Saturday. Yeah, we go out on the 27th. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how that goes. It'd be interesting to see if it gets demonetized too, to be fair. I ain't read up on it all yet. All this Copo stuff. Is it Copo? I know that when we first come back and first started doing the live chats, one of the streams was demonetized because I must have clicked the wrong button. But now I know that it's not. Now I just click. It's not made for kids, but it shouldn't be hid from kids either. Do you know what I mean? 28. I predict badly. It's the winds. When you're fishing, me and Brendan was in Anglesey in the summer, and he catches fish there all the time. And then as soon as the wind got all up and everything, it would made it impossible to fish. I don't even think we got a bite. Fingers crossed for snow. What, this Woodland camp? It'll be interesting, but I don't think so. Well, nearly will be time. You'll be able to check the long range forecast actually. Me too, G. Looking forward to when they are older, so I can do what I want. Copper, yeah, copper. Definitely, Ben. Love the multi-day camp hikes. I check my stats and no kids watch me, but I do have 3 women. I don't know. I know from when I used to drive the bus that I had a fair few lads on the bus that watched the videos. Used to come in. There used to be a few that come in the side chat before we stopped, and I know that the views was from them, but it never registered. There was from kids. I think I'm about 80% or 85% USA at the minute because I had a long break. It's only really my leather videos that have been keeping the channel going, you know, getting the views, and they've all been people from the States watching my videos. What else? Yeah, I think I was 90% men, 10% women at one point, but we used to have like Karen and all that in the side chat. I can't remember what else. I'm sure the main age was like 45 to 55 or something. Can you even watch as a guest nowadays? Can you even watch YouTube as a guest, or do you have to have a proper like verified account where you've sent your telephone number or something? I don't even know. I just know they're strict. There's another one of our ladies, Gillian. Hi, Gillian. You're one of the 10% that we were talking about. We were talking about viewer retention and viewer specifics. Can watch as a guest, but not comment. Oh, right. But yeah, I haven't read into all of this copper stuff. I don't know how it's going to affect me. I don't know. You know, with fires and knives and all that sort of stuff, I really don't know what they're going to do with it all, but sorry, a bit late, but work keeping me. Oh, no problemo. People, that's what the chat's for. People join as and when they can. Are you all ready for Crimbo then? When does work let you leave and let your Christmas begin? I'm hoping all are good for you. If you'll get you know, like a good 10 days off, 2 weeks off, especially if you've got younger kids. It's more about getting information from minors, right? Like I say, all I know is when I said I must have clicked not made for kids, do not let kids watch, and then they wouldn't advertise on the channel. So one of the first chat got demonetized. Ever since I've put not made for kids specifically, but you know, kids, don't hide it from kids, and the last couple of streams have been monetized. Not that I make up from them or like that, but it's just, I don't know, it's flagging something up somewhere down the line. I don't really know what's going on. Christmas Day and Boxing Day. I'm a nurse, so I'm lucky to get that off this year. Oof. Yeah, I know. Mad respect for you for that, though. And that's a tough career, but a very rewarding one at times, I'm sure. Hey, we've got Prep Nomad. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Paul. I've That since Lily was born, I've quit that many jobs at Christmas. It's unbelievable. There was a BHS, a great big BHS opened up in Scunthorpe, and I went to work there as a cleaner, and I saved up all my holiday days. Didn't have a single day off the whole employment, so I could take as much time off with Lily in December, and they didn't allow holidays to happen in December. No one was allowed any time off in the month of December, and I lost all my. Well, they said I was going to lose all my holidays, so I got to about the 21st or something when Lily broke up for school, and she was only young. She would have been 4, 5, and then I just claimed him on the sick, just jacked. There was no way I was not going to spend Christmas with Lily like that. Never a chance. I've done it in the summer as well, but it's hard being a single parent. To try and get what do you call it, like child cover or childcare in the 6 weeks holidays. The school summer half term. People would say, why didn't you just put her in nursery or anything like that? But nursery didn't just want you for 6 weeks. They wanted everyone that was, signed up for the year or 2 years, what the kids stay in nursery for longer. It wasn't financially viable for them just to take up a space for someone that's for 6 weeks. So yeah, I quit a couple of jobs for the summer holidays as well, but it's no biggie. Dan, hello everyone. Dan is in the house. So yeah, but oh no, but I'm not reading that out. It's funny, but I'm not reading that out. Yeah. I tell you what, I thought would be a bit easier to fall back into this bus driving though, but it really won't. Not for the, what was it cost? I think it was about $3,500 to become a bus driver. And then I thought, I've always got a career there. And then when I was like September time, when the kids were all going back to school, and I think the nearest job I could find was in Birmingham, and I thought, I ain't driving around Birmingham. There was a few jobs in the Lake District, mind. And I was talking to John Carlisle about it a good while ago. There was even a house in Carlisle that wanted to move to where we was, so we could have done like a mutual exchange and then got a bus driving job around Carlisle. But that'd have been nice up there, a bit nearer to the lakes. Then again, there's some sketchy roads up there to be slinging big buses around. I don't even know if it's going to be that as easily doable in the van. I know when me and Paul was up there a couple of summers ago, there were some sketchy roads even to take a transit down. So what about you, Ben? When do you break up, Mr. Wanderer? I think it's the opposite, Paul. I think the channel was made up to ridicule them. Christmas Eve? Oh, no way. Is it? Do you even get an early leave on a Christmas Eve? That sucks. Watching on TV. It was some GTA video, but it wasn't being watched, so to speak. It was just on in the background while everything was getting all getting sorted out, ready for the chat. Looks like GTA 5 on the TV. It is, but it's not a game, all right. I do have the game, but it's I don't know. It's something that just auto played. I can't even remember what I was watching before. I'm sure it might have even been Sky News, and somehow that just played. Must have watched the GTA videos in the past. Sometimes you just like YouTube just auto plays something. I'm glad it wasn't no nudie women all out. That would have been embarrassing, wouldn't it? Looking forward to Christmas Day. I just look forward to the food mainly. I know I'm a fat git and all that, and I'm a big old lad, but you know, I just look forward mainly just to the big feast. Could have been worse. It could have been, couldn't it? Beat you to it. Could have been SMW, SMW. Remember that phase? That was a crazy time in the live chats. Well, it seems like we've got better connection this week anyway. That's a good thing. Yeah, 15 of us. Definite Paul, my joined up thinking and that walked. I'm looking forward to getting out camping just as much as Xmas. Me too. Well, the best part of Christmas is most of the time for the adults is the food, the drink, and watching the kids open the presents, isn't it? What's the story about the tattoo on my neck? Well, the story about that is that obviously most people will know that I broke my back on June the 1st last year. During, as an outdoors lover, during the hottest and the nicest summer we've ever had, I was laid up in bed for all of it. And like I said before, I was watching all these people, Gareth and Zoe at the beach, and Hazy Boy swimming in the, while swimming, and Nobby down where he goes with all his kids jumping off the pier. And I was watching all these videos of everyone just in water, and all I craved was getting out into water and swimming and canoeing and all that business. But I ended up finding, because I had loads of time on my hands, obviously being laid in bed with a broken back, there's not a lot you can really do. I found, I think it was Lily was watching some YouTubers who are a lot younger than me. They was going out, sneaking into water parks and sneaking into like outdoor water parks and leisure centres and going swimming and stuff. And I started watching them with this craze of just craving water, really, because it was just so hot. And yeah, Ali Law, I think I even shouted him out in the last live chat, and he was only a younger lad, he was only like 20s, but it was just so funny. He was just sneaking in these places and going down water slides and all the rest of it, and they were just always laughing, always happy. And I got in a real dark place with depression. I know I mentioned it a couple of chats ago. Really dark place with depression. I lost my job. They didn't want nothing to do with me. I couldn't walk good. I couldn't even hold my bowels very much. It was a dark time. And then I was just watching these people just having the time of their lives. And yeah, I just decided that was his phrase. It's the madness, and I just decided I was going to get it tattooed on my neck. That, that's his logo. It's a madness, and he has them all on his t-shirts and stuff like that. And it was just that's what it was for me. It was just it just saved me. I just knew, because there was posting, like, not vloggers so much. Every single video was like an action adventure video, but there was vlogging every day at 6 p.m. So every single day, no matter how dark or gloomy I was, I know I had a new video to watch every day of people just living the life that the way they wanted. And yeah, I am fortunate enough to say now that I've met him a few times, and then we went down holiday, touring in the van, and then we got invited to his house, and then we went and made some videos of him, and it has now become a really good friend. So yeah, that was the story behind the logo. Just my appreciation of helping me get out of a dark place, and it earned there's no denying, it earned me a few brownie points. But like I say, he messaged me every other day, every third day now still. So did the other lads that was doing it. Finn, I think, has messaged me every day for the last few weeks. a funny story. I don't know if everyone remembers in the live chat last week, I said that Ali was having the channel Ali Law. He was having a cage fight last weekend, and they straight from the cage fight, he's been having a van converted to do some touring, and they went up from Newcastle where the fight was held all the way up to John O'Groats. And I was telling them, I was like, I hope you've got a diesel heater, boys, or you're going to freeze up there. I'm sure it was like -7 or something. I think he even said -10 at one point. So yeah, they go to bed one night. They was doing some star photography, and they went to bed, and somehow they managed to chuck the bottle of spray adhesive into the pipe of the diesel heater. After about 20 minutes, the diesel heater blew up. Obviously, blew the diesel heater up, blew the can out, and nearly it went through the lining, the ply lining of the back door. It went through that, so it would have took the bloody head off. All spray glue everywhere, all over the laptops and sleeping bags and trainers and phones and everything. It was a right nightmare. But then they're up there in the snow up John O'Groats, and yeah, they're in a van freezing to death after about 20 minutes. I said the toes was tingling, and yeah, the Chuckle Brothers, that's what I called them. That's what I told him, the Chuckle Brothers. But I hope that answered your question, Dan. I'm looking forward to getting out camping. Yeah, I read that much. I noticed these vids at home. They had a caravan magazine on the coffee table. Damn. Either that's some harsh trolling, or they are not the people I thought they are. Eagle-eyed prepped, yeah. Left of a drain on resources. Don't got ideas, Dan. Yeah, so that was the story behind it. I hope that answered your question. But yeah, it was just like paying respects. I obviously, probably everyone's always seen me. I'm heavily tattooed on both arms, and every single, I've got some right funky tattoos, like Nintendo controller there, the old NES controller, every single tattoo, Jackass logo, heartogram, CKY, every single tattoo on my body tells a story. Like this one, this Nintendo controller. When I was a young lad, Sega Master System and Nintendo was out, and I asked for one for Christmas. I got the Sega, but I really wanted the Nintendo as well, obviously for Mario and all the other stuff. So I got a paper round. And went out and just kept earning, and ended up being able to buy myself a Nintendo, an NES, and I managed to get one. I managed to afford to get one, and my mum and dad were separated, and I thought, well, what I'll do is I go to my dad's every weekend. I'll keep one at my dad's, and I'll keep the Sega at my mum's. And I got this Nintendo, took it to my dad's, used it once, and then my dad's flat got burgled. And all his stuff got taken, including my Nintendo. And yeah, it sort of taught me that life's not fair. A young lad had gone out and grafted for weeks upon weeks, even months, even half a year or whatever it was, saved up for this Nintendo, used it once, and then it got stolen. So yeah, it was a life lesson, And then when I was just in the tattoo shop one day, and I was having a tattoo, something else, and I seen this young apprentice just drawing it. She was a girl. I said, oh, I want that really bad. And she goes, what? Why would you want that? I'm just doodling. I'm just messing around. And then I told her the story, and she was just like, yeah, get it done. And she did it. I think she did it there and then as well. I don't even think I booked. So yeah, every tattoo has a story on me. Some are not as good. I've got the Monster logo on there. That was for my friend James, who died in a car crash. He was absolutely monster mad. So I went out and as a to pay him respects, I got the Monster logo. My other mate was John. He died at Rugby Cement, scaffolding collapsed and he died. So I got the Audi rings because he was Audi mad. Do you know what I mean? I've got a Scunny tattoo on my leg for me stepdad because he was Scunthorpe mad. You know, and just every tattoo just seems to have a bit of a story around it. And everyone keep bloody dying. That was the worst thing. We went through a stage where just everyone was dying. Nobby says every tattoo he has a drink behind it. Dan says, deep story, you should do a video of 5 things about me. That will be interesting. Maybe. We have, if I did though, it would probably be on my other channel. Because I've got things lined up with Ali, maybe a video or 2 next year lined up with Ali. So if I did it, it'll be on the other channel. I wonder how long it would take the gas canister that feeds the stove to blow up. I don't think they've got a stove like that in there. I think it's more of your stove in a box. You know, what you put them long butane bottles in. I think they've got them cooking on them. Good idea, Dan, says Paul. King Dale Clark, has any advice? Please, my age 27 from UK. Last few weeks been chatting to a. Let me just read this first, make sure it's safe. Yeah, I'm not interested in reading that. Tell her to do one. Tell her to do one, yeah. Run a mile. Send her money. No, I appreciate you dropping by, but that's just if you can't decide what to make up on your own, then you probably deserve to be robbed of everything you've got. Because if you fall for that, you do know I'm a Jamaican banker, don't you? If you just post 250 quid in my PayPal, I'll give you $50 billion. So you will inherit just for the processing fee. Has anyone else got any stories behind any of their tattoos then, what they've got? Or would like to get? Oh God. Who's winding me up? Who's this Dale kid then? Who's winding me up? I can't be asked for that. Vodka, Red Bull is chemistry. Anyone got any mistaken tattoos then? That's another story, isn't it? Mistaken tattoos. I've got a couple of cover-ups myself. This one here, which is a bit grim. It's like a gargoyle on the top of a bloody blade. But that said my ex-wife's name down there, and that was just about the only thing that would cover it. And this cross I've got here from my nan. This cross, that actually said Lily down there. But the way that the tattoo artist put the L's, the 2 bottom L's, they look like Z's. So everyone used to think I had Lizzie wrote down my arm. So I had to get that one covered up with a cross, and then somewhere I'm sure I had Lily put again somewhere. Have I got Lily again? Oh yeah, there. Look. So then I got Lily there, a bit clearer. But everyone used to be like, "Who's Lizzie?" I'm like, "It's Lily." And they know me. They know who my daughter is. But no, they still used to think it was Lizzie. Even like the first L was the same as the 3rd and 4th L. But everyone used to. No one said it was Zizzy. Everyone used to say Lizzie. I don't know. I don't really know. This might sound silly to you, but got my tattoos on my kids' names, and I got them because I'm dyslexic and forgot how to spell them. So they are my lifesaver. That's fair enough. Might sound silly to you. I've got Kev on the back of my own back. For no other reason than I thought it was cool at the time. A little Kev tramp stamp on the bottom of my back. I don't regret it because it's funny, but I probably wouldn't do it this age. And the worst thing is, when I had spinal surgery, they cut straight through the E, so the E's got like a scar straight through the middle of it. Dale Clark, nothing and no offense, but you're probably jealous, insecure, out of shape, and can't get a woman yourself. Hence why you're hating on me. I'm all of them things, brother. I'm all of them things. But if you're going, I probably had more women than you, and probably more women than you'll ever have in your whole life. If you're falling for some whatever woman you're about to pay to bring over to the UK, mate, you ain't got nothing on me, bro. Nothing. I'm not insecure, by the way. Never. No tattoos. Got a couple of knife scars. Unicorn on my leg from JD's, and a camel on his toe from JD's. Get a tattoo of your logo on. I was going to once. I was going to get the Woodland Camp and Craft, and then, you know, I had that time where the channels were changing and I was swapping names, and I didn't really know which direction. But yeah, it's always going to come back to Woodland Camp and Craft, because that's what I created. You know, that's my baby, so to speak. I know someone who's a big Lord of the Rings fan. He wanted a tattoo of Bilbo, but the tattoo artist was hard of hearing. My actual uncle, he's got a tattoo in there, and it was supposed to say Sandra, his ex-woman, and the tattoo artist actually put like an N in the wrong place, and it said Sanandra. They spelt the name wrong on the inside of his lip. Got my kids' initials hidden in one of my polytats, but made it look like Eric. Bydale. Oh, he's not a real person. There's no way anyone's that gullible in 2019, surely. Is this some troll that's popped on? But yeah, you make it interesting, Dale. I'm very jealous, Dale. Can you find me a wife? There you go, Dale. If you're still watching, you should start up your own agency. Then you can afford to bring as many over as you want. Maybe one day, Nobby. Where has Dale gone? Gareth's removed him from the chat. No chance to give back to Paul. I sometimes like it when the trolls come in. It makes me laugh. He's blocked from the channel, Dan. There we go. Confirmed by Gareth. You lot won't see that, but it shows me if my moderators time people out or freeze them or whatever. He'll be back. But who was it that time that kept coming back with a different, what was his name? I don't know. I don't know, but then he just kept making another account saying it wasn't him. Oh, that was hilarious. It was hilarious that day. Someone deleted him as well. I was well lined up for having a ding dong with him and a back and forth, and then someone deleted him. Oh, it was Trigger, wasn't it? It was Trigger Rob. Could have been fun of him. Sometimes they are, Dan. Sometimes when the trolls come in, like I was just saying, sometimes I have a laugh with them. I'm sure his name was Mike or something, and then we got rid of him, and then he come back with not Mike. But that just made me laugh, you know. And then Trigger, Rob Gilchrist just got rid of him, but I was in bits. It might have even been one of the live streams what we did where we was all having a drink and that, and it was just, I was in bits. It was just so funny, and I wanted to keep him, but one of the moderators just gone. I've got no problem calling me any names. I don't care. But if people are bringing up too much political stuff or racism or like that, and then it's an instant gone. But yeah, I don't mind too much. He thinks I'm insecure, but I'm really not. Out of shape and fat and everything else he was saying, he was spot on, but not that insecure. I was just thinking about him. Oh, it was good times. Back when the chats was at full steam. Although we're doing all right. We're doing all right. 16 tonight. I can't even remember what we got it up to before. I think it was when we had, might have been Andy Kent Survival one time, and then Gareth and Zoe was 57, 58 live viewers at one time. That was about when we peaked, wasn't it? I wonder why Loafer is tonight. Are you in the chat, Loafer? Good evening to you if you're in the chat. Hope the mad snow's not cut all your internet off. Sky blue. That was one. It was weird when they threatened to sue you. Good old days. Good funny old days. We told her to go for it. Yeah, you kept calling it. Well, we thought it was a boy. Yeah, Paul says him. I can't remember. They're just laughing like, this is what, you know, I've really been enjoying the chats when we brought them back. Melanie. But is this how everyone wants the chats? Does everyone just wants us just me gabbling on, just chilling, or does everyone want people getting like trying to get on like guests again? I just told everyone I'm not insecure, but sometimes I just think like, why does 20 people like want to watch me live, like just talk for an hour or whatever it is? Not that I'm insecure, I just don't understand it, I suppose. Dale's back. Don't delete it. Don't delete it. Let's have a look. Guy Broadcasting. My name's Kev, by the way. You can hate on our relationship all you want. Me and her will make it work. She told me recently that haters, you'll have to give the people an ideal to strive to. They will stumble or fall, but in time, they will join you in the sun. In time, you'll help them accomplish. Me? Are you on crack or what? Come on, who is it? It's got to be one of my mates. It's got to be one of my mates. Come on, reveal yourself. Who's the mole? Let's go for it. I just send all your money to her, all of it, and she's going to love you like you've never been loved before. Honestly. Yeah, still sending the money. Go on, mate. You see how quick that our Skype address has gone. Man, go for it. I told you, I'm not insecure, and I've never lacked at getting women. And I want you to work. If it's real love, it will work. I'm sure. I believe in the power. Like Prep says, he's one of my good friends. Don't let him pull you down, Dale. Believe in true love. Go for it. I bet Annie thinks you won't ask you for money. I bet Annie thinks you won't ask me for money. That's what you're hoping deep down. I can guarantee she will. 100%. That's why she's telling you her internet's going to be cut off. Because first it'll be 20 quid to get her internet back on. And then a car will break down and it'll be £1,000. And then a granny's dying in on some sort of machine where she needs 20 grand. Yeah. Send her all your money, brother. I watch her every day on Skype. She's real. She told me she loves my blonde hair and British accent, baby. I'm saying you can't write British, but also love her Russian accent and cuteness. Oh my God, the way she smiles on Skype and fixes her hair. Ooh, you made me interested in her now. I might try and steal her off you in a minute. The way she winks at me and refers to me as future husband. I love it. You're hoping, she asks. You hate anyone in a relationship, albeit online. Well, I didn't come into some stranger's chat, mate, to tell when you was all confused. You know? Are you sure you're going to be able to satisfy you? Because I'm not so sure. The way she hides her Adam's apple. You've made the chat entertaining. I will be very grateful that you've done that. This has to be one of my mates, 100%. It's got to be in it. No one is that fit. Box Cart Willie. Hi Dale, don't get Russian into things. You're not in a relationship just because you've paid someone to install a hidden camera. I look like I watched WWE. I went to watch WWE live this year. And what happened to Russian? Is she Ukrainian Russian or Russian Ukrainian? I don't know. When I told her my favorite sport was boxing, she was like, "Oh my God, you're so strong, so tough, babe. Oh my God, she's a cute man, real. She's so cute, man, for real." Thai Russian? Oh, I don't know what's going on. She's a multiracial. She's taught you so much about life. She ain't taught you how to be clever, is she? Anyway. So much for camping chat. I'm sorry it turned into Russian brides. Jak si měješ, Dale? Goodo. Love is blind. Well, I do hope if you get to meet her, she's not really called Derek. A big hairy hillbilly. Makes. Why are you in the bath, Dan? Ooh. Some love going on tonight in the chat. Oh, well, you've really entertained me and made me laugh. Thanks for that, Dale. Come back next week and tell us if you know you've met her yet, or feel free to keep coming back and informing us. Invite us to the wedding. We'll all come to your wedding. Don't sound like you've got many mates, so if you will fill up the thingy, put a free bar on. I think a few of us will turn up. If my babe moves over here to the UK, you would hate it. Some banter going on here, Nobby. Being in the bath 2 hours. Nobby's going to buy a hat for the wedding. You're meeting her next year in person. What school year are you in there? Yeah, I've got a funny suspicion she's not going to be able to lube herself up, Dale. You get me, bro? Not welcome here in the UK, Dale. We ain't got room. All the tears will work just as well. Gareth, it's a free world, brother. Not after Brexit, it ain't, kidder. Dan's looking forward to the he-she love story. I think you hit the nail on the head, mate. 27 at school, but will gladly wipe the floor with anyone that mocks my babe. You can say what you want about me. I don't really give a rat's ass. Ruben's Chronicles, $10. Dale, I love you a long time. But mess with my woman, man. I don't even think she's your woman. I don't even think she's a woman. I don't even think she's real. And I will not be getting hurt, bruh. Has anyone clicked on Dale's channel? Has he got an actual video on there? Or any sort of anything on his channel? You probably mop the floor at the local peep show. Nobby. It's not after your money. Well, why is he only replying to you, Kev? I don't know. I've timed him out now anyway. No one is that daft in 2019. You know? Dale Clark was timed out by Bob. Who's Bob? Which Bob? Can't remember Bob being in the chat tonight. This was when she was after your money, Dale. You don't pay the €5,000. I'll tell you, you don't trust them. Oh well, he entertained us for a little bit, didn't he? There'll be another comment in a minute. Fucking Dale 2.0, won't there? Yes, Kev. Chat and we can watch the trolls in the comments. I don't know. Is it Bob Meehan? I can't remember if he was a spanner or not, a moderator. But it just says Dale was timed out by Bob. Don't know. Bob, reveal yourself. I must like you or trust you because I must have given you a spanner. I don't know. Can't remember. It just says Bob. So, seriously, no, you've got to be. I don't even think that an old granny would fall for that one. Surely, I know sometimes they get done over by people coming in their houses and they pay $7,000 for the tarmac to be one mil thick. But I don't even think an old pensioner would fall for that. So it's got to be a troll or the UK's dumbest man. If he comes back, anyone, just instant get rid of. Funny. It's gone quiet now, though. That's the only thing. When you get rid of the trolls and it goes quiet, look, I have to make up conversation now. Oh, got messages coming through. Go visit her, Dale. You'll be as wanted as a turd on a trampoline. Reveal yourself, Bob. can't think of who the Bob is. It's Dale. Yeah, just imagine it is. Right, see you next time. Thumbs up, Dad. See you later, Dad. You'll be wrinkly as hell now. Oh, that's a wrinkly foot. Oh, wrinkly Dan is in my head. Get out. It is Bob. There's Bob. And we've got Andy as well. Kent Survival. Blank channel, no subs, only subscribe to one channel, Sons of Arkham. I think it's a prank channel. Maybe I'm on someone else's live stream now. I'm getting pranked. Hi Bob. Thanks for doing that. Evening, Andy. Yeah, it was entertaining for a while. How long ago did we block him? We should expect him back any minute, shouldn't we? You getting out again, Andy, before Christmas? I'd actually like to get out in New Year, actually. Yeah, I think it'd be nice to be out there in New Year. I know Jeff will be defo up for that. Got the sticker, cheers, mate. Is that to Andy? Yeah, must be to Andy. Oh, Nobby, that's just too brutal. That's what Tatiana will do. I've done my last game about a year, probably, but it won't be up until after Xmas now. Final overnight at my other shelter. Have you been ordered to take it down, or is there a reason you're taking it down? Or just fancy something new? We just can't do them. Just can't do them at my local woods. Seeing yours there the other day with the lantern on and all the rest of it, looking all warm and cozy, and I'm sure it wasn't in person like, but it was definitely give me the bug for wanting to go out and get a shelter on the go. Asked politely to be taken down as the woodland is becoming Triple S protected. Yes, site of specialist scientific interest. Oh, here we go. Is Dale on his second account, lot? Yeah, the only thing that is really close to us is the Ramsons, believe it or not. Anyone that's seen my videos in the past will know that the whole woodland is absolutely blanketed with Ramsons, and they're Triple SI protected. But they're not common all over the UK. That's the thing. I think that's why they're protected, even though they are absolutely blanket the woodland where we are. Kept watching your video last night. Awesome, Andy, says Andrew Forrest. Andrew Forrest, yeah, Andrew, always see your comments. What the hell was you writing on Instagram? Spit roast children. I think you need to go back and edit your comment, Andrew. Because it said you like to spit roast children or something. It's not really appropriate comment. Bye for the third time. Get yourself to bed there, or your mum will be fuming if she knows you're still awake on a school night. Everyone loves autocorrect. That was funny. Love to spit roast chicken. Oof, our children. Oh, I've got autocorrect in my mouth now. For the record, it was chicken. Anyone that didn't see. No, it was supposed to be chicken. Oh yeah, Jude. Dale is the 40-year-old virgin. The bants. Disgusting comment, Andrew. I don't think he knows he's done it. He'll be like, well, all these idiots going on about that. I had a good giggle at that. I'm not sure the children prevention team will be too happy with it, mind you. So, have you got a place where you're going to be putting another shelter up then, or is that it for now? Back into conventional tents or tarps or whatever. That's the knock. That's the knock on Andrew Forrest's going to be getting on his door. I seen Carlisle posted the other day, and it's like a log cabin now, fucking fireplaces and chimneys and all sorts. I'm working on permission, but looking forward to a bit of tarp bivvy camping in the meeting time. Now, I only found out when I was in the woods there a couple of weeks ago, there's actually, like you get a triple SI, there's actually a quadruple SI just down the road. And that would be, that would just be mental. That would be mental. You'll never be able to get anything to do on there. But it's all up for sale though. About 80 acres. The wood that adjoins my permitted woods, well, it's the same woods obviously, but you've got your boundaries. But yeah, nine grand an acre, I reckon they want. And they don't want to set it all in one big plot. So you can imagine just being surrounded by loads of other people doing things in the woods and that. I don't think I'd enjoy it so much. John's has got the fireplace of a manor house. It's crazy. But is it still camping? I don't know if it's even still camping. When you've got a bed in there and a fireplace and a cooker and a stove and a chimney and, at what point does it become from a shelter, a camping shelter, to a log cabin and a house? Still love a shelter though. We have got that other woodland, but where we've got told we can basically do anything we want there. But the forest is just so young. Like the average birch tree is about as thick as my arm, so it's just no good. Be nice to manage it and all that, but it's been no good because you only really want a shelter through the winter. So, the wood's not there for, to sustain for the winter, so it's not good. In fact, Wayne's still got a stove there at the permission. If it's still there, if it's not been half-inched. So yeah, the chat's going a bit quiet. Is everyone good? Does everyone want me to continue? You're going to have to talk to me in the chat because I'm struggling to think of what to say now. We're getting to that time where we've been on for, whatever, an hour now. I know some people have joined late and there's still 17 watching with 9 thumbs up. Wouldn't mind, excuse me, jeez. Wouldn't mind me having a little woodland to call home. You know what? Jeff was talking about this, one of my friends, but if I could just get permission to build a shelter somewhere and do the bits what I do now, I don't think I'd want the responsibility. I've got other friends that brought some in some Sheffield somewhere, and they got the land really cheap, but then the first year running cost was over 10 grand. When it got ash dieback and all the rest of it, and it was just like boom, there you go, there's a 10 grand bill. So if you can like re-rent it, like basically rent free, we use it rent free, Sometimes we get a call, there's a dodgy looking tree that's hanging over the road, can you help us pull it, who's going to chop it down, can you pull it back in? Or a couple of times he's got stuck and we've shifted him out, or a couple of times he's asked us to fill his trailer up, and that's it. We just do that without the expense. But it just will not let us have a permanent structure, and that's it. Everything else you want to do, hunt, trap, whatever, just no permanent structures. The first time we ever got seen in there with a parachute, he freaked out. I said, no, we'll definitely be taking this with us. We're not going to leave it around. But we do him some good, like I say, we keep the teenagers there that just want to burn all trees, live trees, and hack into things. And last year, all of a sudden, like the mountain bike trend kicked off, and then they was trying to do ramps all in the woods and that. And we said, just get them out. And he doesn't like horses in there, so we told them to, politely leave, and motor vehicles. So the more time we were in there, the safer his woods are. So we do him some good, but yeah, we get to basically enjoy it 95% of what we want to do without any cost. It's mad. If you turn around tomorrow and give us 100 quid a year to carry on, I probably would. I hope you don't watch this. But no, I would. I know Ant's the same. Ant's got a little permissive woodland. I think they pay about 60 quid a year. Go down there, do what they want, but they can build shelters there. I was going to join him and go down there and pay the 60 quid and join his permission, but it got really popular really quick, and it's not a massive woodland, and then all of a sudden there's shelters everywhere, and it's just like, I don't want to go into the woods, go into your shelter, and then there might be someone 50 meters away having a right good piss up with all the friends, and sometimes it's us doing the piss up, but I don't know, I like the woods to be my my happy place. Sounds a nice arrangement. Yeah, it's pretty fair. Can't go about it. Your woods are a lovely place, Kev. Yeah, they're all right. Sound. They should see it in spring, mate. Stunning. Especially now they've been doing a lot more work. There's been planting oak trees and a few sweet chestnut, but mainly oak everywhere. So all the ash and everything else what they've took down. All of a sudden, where there was nothing or it was boggy, now it's just full of bluebells in the spring, and stuff that just wasn't there before. It changes every year. It's good. Forestry 90% of the time. That sounds like, yeah, good arrangement. To pick one of the kids up from school. I was just about to say, beat me to it. Anything planned for the big Kev channel? Kev? Yeah, loads of stuff, mate. Loads of stuff. With regards to sort of the rota, I want to put a video out every month at least on Woodland Camp and Craft, at least every month. A proper camping video as well. And then if the podcast thing sort of kicks off, where I invite people to come to my woods and interview them and make a video out of that, but like a podcast in the woods, I want to probably be doing one of them a month, hopefully. So I've got 2 videos a month going out on the Woodland Campercraft. But the other one will be like the Big Kev channel is hopefully, that's probably 2 or 3 videos every week on that one, because obviously I'll have a wider spectrum of what I will be covering on there, the pranks and the exploration and the touring, and that's some of the things I like to do. But I've got like a little team coming together now, and some of them make music videos, so I'll be working on them with them doing music videos, and in return they'll be helping me on my videos. Jeff's doing a different type of music videos too, and I know some my stepbro, he wants to do a bit of like like ghost hunting sort of stuff. So I'm really hoping that that that'll be the channel that's got most of my focus. And yeah, interrogation. Or was it just me you handcuffed in the woods? It was only you, Buttercup. Wasn't going to let a pretty boy like you escape, was I? Not like a police interview. I just want two people, like basically friends. You know, if two people are meeting and possibly sharing a brew or a beer around a campfire, you know, you're instantly going to become friends. And you know, like Dan was saying earlier, 5 things about you, or 5 things you don't know about me, or whatever. Just bring some people along and just like a lot of people, like anyone that puts any sort of like content out on YouTube will just know that you're getting asked questions all the time. And it might be just a place where they can say, you know, or I can say, here's this video. If you was interested to know about a bit more about this person, here you go. Your question might be answered in there, sort of thing. You know, you've just done a Q&A, Gareth, Zoe, you know, because you know that people are always asking questions. And if the channel was to grow, or the people with more subscriber followers than I've got will know, a lot of the questions will come. A lot of the questions will be the same all of the time. Like, I don't know, what sleeping bag do you use? There might be 100 people asking. And if your channel does grow and you're have a bigger fan base, you can't reply to every single person the answer, whereas you can say, if you're interested in what sleeping bag I use, it's in Kev's podcast, you know. But I don't know, it might just, I don't know, it might not kick off. I was sort of thinking about going with that idea when we were struggling, when I was struggling to get the live chats back on. It was sort of the direction that I was heading, to do like a podcast with people. But now we've got the live chats back and sort of running all right. I still like the idea of meeting up with like all creators and doing sort of a podcast. 5 things Gareth looks for in a caravan: fire, TNT, wrecking ball, petrol and matches. The biggest question I get is what the brand of my frying pan, even though I say it all the time. And you'll know, Dan, that you just get the same question, just boof, 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 over and over. We like your questions, Paul, for next time. Obviously, the question I get asked all the time is if I'm single. No, it's not. Most asked question I get is, why do you sound like Danny Dyer? Yeah, I don't know. It just might be a place. The only thing is with that, if the only thing is, I don't know, is that if I interview, I don't know, just say I hit the jackpot and got like a real high tier, like, you know, person on the podcast, is that if they do get their questions, they've got to send their traffic my way. And I don't know how I feel about that, because it's not the reason I'm doing it. You know what I mean? It's not. I'm not trying to nick people's traffic or out like that. I don't know. I don't know how you deal with that. It's sort of like sending the traffic to my channel to answer a question that, I don't know. Bring back Dale. Why am I boring you, Ruben? Novice, second question is to say, by order of the Peaky Blinders. Ooh, I lost the screen. It's gone to save energy mode. I can't even remember what my I've not looked for ages. I think the most commonly asked question is, where is it where you're camping? And it's one of the most commonly asked questions that I don't want to answer. I hate giving away locations if I've spent time and energy searching them, and then there's been a few instances of locations getting trashed. Do you know what I mean? And then, yeah, I don't really like to give away the locations too much, especially not like in a public. If someone come up to me and says, Kevin, where was that? And and they've got a channel, or I trust them, or whatever, then I'll say, oh, such and such. But I wouldn't like leave it in the comments below, like, oh, go to this part of Lincoln, or go to this woodland in bloody, I don't know, anywhere. And then next time if you get there, all the tree, you get to the woods where you like going, and then all the forest is chopped down or something. Think mine is what saw and what hat. Yeah, but like I say, that like other YouTubers in the chat have just said, it's like it can be, you can't answer. You can't answer every. You can't answer every question when you get to a certain size. It's okay getting no traffic to your channel from someone else's channel, but keep them watching as hard, and they leave faster than they come. Yeah, it's okay, but what I'm trying to say is like, I don't even know. I know what I mean in my head. I don't want to take any. I don't. It's alright if the channel's coming to me because of it, but all of a sudden, I don't want people to think that's the reason I would interview somebody. If I interviewed English Woodsman there, and people are asking loads of questions, and English Woodsman says, "Oh, go to Kev's channel. I've answered it there." The traffic's gone. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. I'd feel bad if, I don't know. I don't know. I know what I mean. I know what I mean in my head. Maybe it's getting late. Maybe the orange squash is getting to me. Someone who's a bit more intellectual, help me out. What's my word I'm looking for? I've got to say it, Dan. If I ever interviewed you, I really would ask if your foot was really stuck in that bog. I'd have to ask you, because I couldn't make out if you're just being serious or not. I really don't get that. I don't even know how you couldn't get yourself out of that. I don't know. You got yourself in a bad place, or yeah, you're the world's greatest comedian. No, I don't feel bad. It's not a popularity game. No matter what size channel, we're all the same worth to. Yeah, I know. But there has been people out there, that's made a name for themselves of other people's names. Do you know what I mean? Some people's YouTube channels don't even feature them crafting or creating or camping. It's, it's some famous person or well known in the community, and they've sat back and made a living off YouTube from someone else's made a killing on someone else's name, and that's what I don't want to do. Yes, mate, my kneecap was killing me for weeks. Well, that's the question answered. People will come and go. At least they have the choice once they know where you are. Wrong community for big channel prospects. Oh, I'm not even trying to grow this channel. Not even trying to grow this channel. The only reason it's still really going is for, and the live chats is because of how, for this, it seemed a lot of people was missing, you know, a chance to just chill out and hang, you know, everyone going on, just talking to each other in the side chats, I would say, that probably don't get a chance to in normal life. If someone thinks they're above someone because of the channel size, they're sad. Evening again. Had to go AFK. Oh, excuse me again. God. Where did you get to, Owen? Disappointed. I'm disappointed. You're the reason my viewer retention is down, because you don't stick around. I'm only kidding. Away from keyboard. So, I don't know about anyone else, but this hour and a half has gone fast, which is good. Louise has been listening. Oh, just in case we was said any bad words about you. I think Owen was gone, and I think Owen was Dale. It must have been. Yeah, no, the big Kev channel, that's the one that I won't mind growing. I don't think this channel, like I say, the live chats was, I don't know, I think the kill your channel, that's all I can say is the live chats do nothing for your channel. Nothing. I think Ginger Bushcraft was on about starting one up the other day, or a couple of weeks ago, shall we say, he was asking about on the internet, on Facebook or whatever it was, and I just said it's not worth it. If you want any channel growth, it has to be, I would say it has to be a dedicated live streaming channel and keep them two separate. And this is what we tried to do last week, was trying to keep the two channels. So I basically got 3 channels. We had Woodland Cameracraft live chats, but I haven't reached the perimeters but you need to live stream from there, so we had to come back on this channel. But like I say, because I wasn't not really interested in the growth, I've decided, yeah, just to put them on this channel. You have growth from watching me. I bet you do, you mucky pup. He did mention Brexit, he did, didn't he? He was gone. Yeah, like I said, for people that don't know who was interested about why I say that about the live streaming, it's just because in YouTube's terms, you're often only as good as your last video. So if, for example, you put out a video, you get 20,000 views, and then you put another video out, you get 25,000 views, and then you put your next one out and get 30,000 views. If you don't go out camping for 2 or 3 weeks or a couple of months, but you're live streaming like I was live streaming, where I was only getting like 20, 30, 40 live viewers, and then maybe another 100 views off air. So my last video was only ever 150 views, and I appreciate that not everyone wants to watch me babble on for a couple of hours. So then if you put out a live chat, where it's not got, you know, more than 150 views per video, when I was going out putting out my next camping video, guess what? They thought, in YouTube's algorithm, they thought, well, he's only getting 150 views a video. We're not going to put this video to anyone. And like I said, when the chats first come back, some of my videos, they was only getting the impressions of 30 viewers. That means that YouTube was only putting the thumbnail into front of 30 people. So that's it. Channel's done. Channel's dead. It's, you know, some people said, you know, you might be able to bring it back if you use the channel like a brand new channel and then just keep building again. But I thought, yeah, well, I'll try that maybe. But no, if the live chats are on there, the channel can't grow, and that's just the way it is. So anyone out there doing thinking about doing live streaming, just set up a new channel and have a dedicated channel. I think it's that bad to the extent that somebody else made my Big Kev channel for me away from my IP address and away from my internet service provider and all the rest of it. I had it made somewhere else. I'll tell you, it was anyway. Gareth did for me. He made all the channel and all the rest of it, and then give me the details on how I log in from here. So I was that concerned about it that we didn't even take the chance that we was there. I've done a few from Bruce and it didn't hurt. Yeah, mine just hit a brick wall. It just went. You know, I was getting good growth. Me and Paul was growing about the same time, and then all of a sudden the growth just stopped. The growth just stopped, and everyone was overtaking me, literally. And I don't think my videos changed, and I don't think anyone was making significantly better videos. You know, there was all similar content, and the growth just stopped, and everyone just everyone was just outgrowing me. Where's the other Dan? Where's Camp Life Bushcraft? You know, I reached 1,500 subscribers sort of when he was at 500, you know, and I was seeing that his videos was getting like, I don't know, 10k views over the first weekend and stuff, and I'm just like, no, this is something's not going on here. And we checked for ages and ages and ages, and the growth was just nothing. It just stopped. And you know, all these people that was like under me subscribers, they all overtook me massive. Yeah, it was crazy. And like I say, I was putting the work in there. This channel had nearly 600 videos on it. 600 videos, and I went through and deleted every single live chat, and there was still like 250, 270 videos. And yeah, for a channel with 270 videos on, it seems like, hang on, there's just something that's not right. And yeah, it was. We just sort of basically said it was the live chats, and there was people all over the States and that, and just still, it was just after one of their, you know, after YouTube just one of their changes or one of the apocalypses. We just followed it back, and then boom, we found the exact point, and it was literally the weekend of one of their updates, one of YouTube's updates. It was just there. We just literally nailed it to the week even. YouTube and making massive cutback with everything. Yep, 100% agree. Relationship advice. Best not trying to keep the chat clean. Yeah, some channels grow with just live streams, but the production that goes into them is epic sometimes, so they're almost like an edited vid. Yeah, I mean, that's why I was thinking about the podcast. I can put a lot more production value into a podcast, even if it was set in a studio with somebody. I could, you know, and then you can, you know, you would get a lot more viewers in. Like I say, I don't understand why you lot are here even want to talk to me, and especially, you know, I know people like Carlisle said he used to listen to the live chats on his way to work in his earphones, and Big John used to put the live chats on in the stereo and treat it like a podcast basically. But why, you know, if I had 50 live viewers watching, I don't know, I've never been able to understand why 100 people will go back and watch it. Especially, well, I can understand when, you know, Kent Survival and Grab Zoe's on, and there's someone there on the screen with me. But when it's just me, like tonight, just ranting on, I don't know why I wouldn't do it. I don't think I'd do it. No offense to Nobby and Bruce, two people I, you know, like to watch. I won't go back and just watch a live stream back. The part of the fun is being live, you know. That's the good bit, especially when we was having a drink or whatever. Yeah, so I don't know. Soon only channels with over 10,000 subscribers can monetize. Is that a real thing, Dan, or no? Andy says, from what I understand, only two things matter now when a video is released: how many clicks per time showed, and two, view time. See, this was the thing. This is why it stumped me, because all these comments in the side chat, and sometimes there'd be, honestly, there'd be 1,000 comments in the side chat, or most of the time, should I say. Sometimes it was up to like 6,000-7,000. I think one of the times when we did a drunken live stream and it was on for about 3 hours, there was something like 11,000 comments or something, you know, because I was all just drunk, I was all just typing. And I was getting the hours. I wasn't getting the views, but I was getting hours and hours and hours and hours of people watching and tens of thousands of comments. But the channel still didn't grow because he was still only getting 150 views. Oh, what's just gone? You're a good host, mate, says Andy. Keep things going no matter what's on or what the subjects. You're easy to listen to. Thanks for that, bro. If you pay to join a dating site, you're fan of like Dale did, yeah. It's better now that the side chat strays. We all pay. My stats are good, but my growth is slow. Yeah, but you overtook me still, Nobby. I don't even know what you're at now, mate, but you know, when you first started, I was probably at 1,000. Or when I first, you know, seen you and shouted you out on the live chats back in the day, you know, so I liked your about section about screen zombies for the boys and all the rest of it. You know, I shouted you out and I said, oh, I really like this guy's channel. I really like the way you don't want to, you know, whatever. You're funny, witty, and all the rest of it. And you just blew past me. And this is what I was saying. I was committed every single week. There was a live chat, so there was always a video at least once a week, plus two camping videos. So there were six videos a month, and I just got like creative blowout. I had some terrible things that went on in my personal life, and then we're back. And yeah, and I just got like creative blowout, and just thought, yeah, not happy with that. I didn't even. And not only did I not upload to YouTube, I didn't even go out camping either. I think I did 7 camps in a year and a half or something. I'm just trying to catch up now. I've lost where I am. Yours is the only live chat we've ever enjoyed. Oh, thanks for that, G and Z. English Woodsman, yes, mate. And we have to hit a view number each month. Well, what was it now? It's 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours, I think it was. I don't know what it's going up to, but you see, when that first come in, that 1,000 subs thing, I think I was only. Oh, I wasn't even there, was I? I was at about when that thing come in for about 900. I was at about 900. But do you know, like the 4,000 watched hours, I was well past that. I wasn't like I say, it wasn't high in views, but the watch hours were just astronomical because, you know, I think even last week's chat was over 13 hours of watch time just in the first, as soon as I come off the chat and I said to the lads in the WhatsApp group, you know, how did the stats go? It was 13 hours of, you know, because if I did an hour live chat and everyone watches for 20 minutes, half an hour, and then goes back like Owen did and then come back, it was really high. It just wasn't high in views. The watch time is astronomical. You needed 4,000 watch hours, and I think I was like 500,000 or something. Paul did a good one or two, but he gave it up. The quitter. Is that a plasma LCD or LED? That's an LCD. I won't have a plasma on pause for that long because it would just burn all the pixels out. I knew you was going to say that. Bloody hell, Nobby, 2.6K. See, that must be a sub. So yeah, you blew past me nearly by double. They've flown. Agree, Andy. Kevin's a good host, easy to listen to. Keep it going. Oh, we're back now. But now, like I say, I just know that there's going to be next to no growth on this channel. And it was hard to accept. It was my baby. I put a lot of work into there. Like I say, a lot of videos, 600 or something videos. I always said the channel was a massive channel for a small channel. You know, I was doing live streams every week. I was putting videos out every other week, and we had hundreds and hundreds of videos. And I've always said this. I always said it was a massive channel for such a small channel. But yeah, whatever it is, whatever the algorithm's like, I wasn't doing. Weird Paul, I get reasonable views and 30% retention, but slow and steady. Yeah, I know I've been away a long time, but remember it was a year and a half ago I did a 1,500 subscriber giveaway. So 1,500, and I'm only at 1,560 now. I know I've been away for a long time, but I have got like still, even like I took all the camp videos off. I mean the camp chat videos. I've still got all the camping videos. So in a year I only gained 60 subs. I know I wasn't uploading new stuff, but you still expect your back catalogue to do some work, if that makes sense. The lad I was on about earlier when Dan asked about the tattoo, Ali Law, he's just had a year off as well, but he was forced off YouTube. But in his year off, he still gained 1 million subscribers. Never uploaded a video in 1 year and gained 1 million subscribers. You know, and that was all his back catalogue working. So that's all I had to do. I just had to sit and, you know, get motivated. And like I said before, that people like Owen and Gareth were big players and getting me motivated again. And yeah, and I just had to accept that the channel was just you know, the channel's just there for entertainment now, and this is it, us talking. The money's nothing for most, but may as well have it as not. Yeah, like I said years and years ago, the dream for me, you know, being a single parent and, you know, hard-working dad, the only dream for me is that if I could have got enough money off of YouTube just to pay for that camping, what I was doing, just to put that, I don't know, say 50 quid a month, just to put the food and the fuel in the vehicle, that was the dream for me. Just so camping wasn't an expense, just so it was zero, like flat level, pegging, you know, that would have been the dream. And then, but back then, when I mentioned that was back when Joe Robinette was thinking about quitting. You know, when he had his spell on alone. That was some years ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. And then I realised that when he said someone as big as him, I think at the time he only had like 100,000 subscribers, and he said he was struggling, you know, to make a living out of it all. And I was like, whoa, reality check, you know. You'll get screen burning plasma. Yeah, I already know that. Cheers, Paul. Thanks for watching. The screen burn is turned off. You'll never beat that poncho review, Nobby. Symbrian Warrior. Does anyone know of a good informative YouTube channel on family camping, e.g. kit and sites? I think most of us are all more into wild camping than sites, but I'm sure if you joined my Facebook group, Woodland Camper Craft, or I'd Rather Be Camping, or Rat Pack, or MTFU, or whatever, you're more likely to find more information of people that way than YouTube channels. the camping sites, the camping pages on Facebook would probably be the best bet rather than YouTube specific. Mate, just kidding. It's nice when people watch and stick around. That is one of the big things. I know Andy said there was 2 things, but getting people to stick around to the end of the videos, that's one of the biggest, because if they stick around to the end of the video, and then one of your videos will likely be shown next, so they're probably even going to watch the next video, and it's going to be suggested, and that's the key, is trying to get your videos into the suggested section for people to watch. Gareth, yeah, we're all wild camping really. Oh yeah, agree with me. I've had a good break and surprised most people stayed around. I honestly don't think there are any. Yeah, there won't be channels specifically. I mean, we all do camp on sites and stuff, but it's most likely, if you want, there'll be a Facebook page for it somewhere. Do you know what I mean? Shout out questions. And see what we can do. Shout out your questions. needywildcamping.org if you want to find a safe place to camp with family. Yeah, nice one. Hello, Anne. Manstuff TV is up in the house. So we're doing good. Nearly 2 hours in and still 16 of us. That's good. I assume that you've got all your camping kit, or is that what you wanted to know as well? Or, you know, or there's no natural, you know, if you want to go through camping sites, obviously most of them will be shutting down this time of year. So if you're thinking about next year, maybe just start off in late spring and a few sites, and then maybe take them to a bit of a wild camp. You know. Yeah, okay. A lot of females like that, and I don't blame them. You know, they want to have the shower and the hair dryer and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, a lot of places, like all over, will just have a site. You know, all over the Lake District or all over the Peak District. Dan says, does this video viewing time count your lifetime or watching time? I don't think it does. Like I say, I couldn't have had all that watch time or whatever. My actual, it can't do, no, because on my channel at the time, most videos I used to make, say, was between 15 and 20 minutes long, and the viewer retention was only about 7 or 8 minutes. So the actual live chats couldn't have been, because sometimes people be sitting for hours, even if they stepped away. Step away from the screen now. I've just said nobody's channel now. Even if people stepped away, I don't know, made a drink, made a brew, or whatever, they just leave it on in the background, you know. So I don't know how, you know, you can have like 7 or 8 minute viewer retention when people have been watching for hours. So I just don't think that, you know, I just didn't think it benefited in the watch time, but it was negative for the views because they just classed it as a video. And like I say, the comments couldn't have had a good effect on it either, because there was just hundreds of thousands of comments. I probably, honestly, who's the biggest YouTuber at the minute? I don't know. Joe Robinette, maybe? TA Outdoors? I bet you, out of even them big boys, I bet you I had 5 times more comments on my channel because there was just, you know, there was just that many. Just pack Prosecco for her. Yeah, good call. The way I look at it, you have 16 viewers tonight. I bet you have met them all in person. Cool camping website, could be useful. Breaks down if I allow children, areas, etc. Bushmoot might be a good shout. Yeah, and like you say, a lot of these places will have a lot of these pages, should I say, will probably have like an E-Dale meet or a bushcraft show meet, or, you know, where you can get to know a few people and still have a few luxuries while you're camping, and then, you know, learn a few things, and the missus might let you have a night off and bob in the woods by yourself, or bob on the mountains or whatever. Yeah, I like to think a lot of most of the people in the chat I've met, or probably would meet at some point, apart from the ones that are abroad and stuff. Yeah, I think, but it's like socializing. The thing around the chats was I was doing all the traveling, going up to Scotland and Lake District and meeting people, and then, you know, in some of the groups I was in, but then I wouldn't speak to that person probably again till next year. So we started the live chats up to interact with the people I've met, and then other people who was obviously joining from YouTube side of things, watching me on YouTube or stuff like that. And then it just become like a place where everyone who could had a similar interest could just come and chill out. I mean, people talk to me, people were talking in the side chat. We used to get guests on. And then I tried to run it a bit like put more production value on it when I was trying to read the news out of all the camping related incidents or accidents, or, you know, when mountain rescue had been out, we tried to run it a bit more formal. And then I stopped for a little bit, and then everyone was rallied up and said they'd all help out. You know, Gareth and Zoe, everyone said, "Come on, we'll promise you we'll promise you like a live chat. We'll join you on a live chat once a month." And then other people like Big Lee and Nobby and everyone just always like, "Come on, Kev, let's bring them back." And then they just obviously we just lost them full stop when I had YouTuber blowout and needed YouTuber fatigue or creative fatigue or whatever I had. So it's your live streaming time shared out between the viewer. Ooh. So it's your live streaming time shared out between the viewer. I'm not quite sure what you're trying to get at there, Dan. Just say it again, and I'll try and answer it for you. Oh, mountains. I do want to do some mountains next. Yeah, we was talking about, obviously part of this weight loss thing that I'm trying to do and the fitness is getting back into the mountains. Well, I'm just not fit enough to do. I admit it at the minute, but we also want to be doing some at night as well. So that might, the people I was speaking to, I don't want to give the names away because I didn't want to, but, you know, maybe stopping at sites and then doing some night navigation and stuff like that. We're itching to get back up high. Rigby says his neighbour can help out with that. Get on the coast to coast, Dan. He's done the coast to coast, hasn't he? Or did he just do Snowdon? I can't remember. I'm sure he did the coast to coast this year. Was it this year you did it, Nobby, or last year? I can't even remember that now. Oh, that was last year, I think. Mine's all over. The mind is all over. All right, there's a message come through. I'm just going to check. Someone just posting a Christmas message. That's okay. That's all good. Nah, F that. Too much walking. I've still got that Viking thing near me, the Viking Way or whatever. I just don't know how I feel about pulling up in the side of a McDonald's car park and pitching the tent. You know what I mean? That's urban. That's urban camping, not wild. Too much walking. Yeah, that's yeah, I knew that would be you. Any guess in the chat who always is trying to troll the vlog? One of my not a Dale, one of my good mates. Was trying to make pings and noises and that going off. Come on, get your answers in. Yeah, I'm really surprised that Loafer ain't been on tonight. Told me last week and the highlight of his week. Well, to be fair, a lot of you have said it. You're a knobhead. You're a knobhead. You're worse troll than Dale. Defo shift some timber on the coast to coast. We can start up at the Humber, head down to the permission. Yeah, that'd be an idea, wouldn't it? Okay, Dan says your live streaming overall time is shared between the viewer numbers. 20 minutes watched, 2 viewers is yeah. But like I say, when you have like, when you have like, I don't know, 10 viewers and they've watched for an hour and a half, it's a lot of viewing time, and that's just live. Like I say, that 13 hours or whatever it was last week was just that was as soon as I ended the chat. That's before all the others watch. But I'll take a screenshot. Oh no, how am I going to do it? I was going to say I'll take a screenshot of the statistics to show you how good they look. The statistics do look good, but they just must not have an influence on it at all. Thanks, Gareth. Thanks for stopping. No one guessed in the chat that it was Gareth messing about. How you point east and walk. Shift some timber. Yeah, that's the aim of the game. Shift some timber. You didn't do the first one, no. Ant says, drive one side of the country, ditch motor for 2 weeks, then go back to get it. Can't be asked for that. I'm a bit like that with the canoeing situation. Like, you go to somewhere, you find somewhere, you jump in your canoe, and then you go down river for 10 miles, and then you're like, what? You got to go back and get your canoe. What do you do? Just chuck it all in an Uber or something? I don't know. Even you've got to think about maybe take 2 vehicles and someone leave your car at the end and then someone drive you up to the thing. But then you just get a bit of a nightmare. I know what you're saying there, Ant. Yeah, it does get a bit logistically a bit of a nightmare. So basically, when I've gone out in the canoe now, all the other thing you can do is, go halfway and then come back. But thinking like that is you'll never do it. It's part of the adventure. I suppose with my canoe, it depends. I could carry it, but I probably couldn't carry that with all my camping kit. Fancy Pants Nobby caught a plane, didn't he tell you? It's not an adventure, that's an headache. Kev, you just get a seaplane like Robin Dirt. What, Andy, you've done it, Robinette. You've done a bit of thingy. Oh, you do a lot with Simon though, don't you? So there probably is already 2 vehicles there. Yeah, my 12 brother booked the wrong week. Might as well just walk from Skegness to Marmouth. Yeah. When I took the canoe out on the Ross on Wye, God, that was nice. Didn't actually do. I got the canoe this year. Didn't actually do any canoe camping in it. I took it out. I took it for a few blast down took it out in some salt water. I took it out in some rivers, but not actually camped in it. That will be something in early spring, I would imagine. Get the canoe, get it filled up, bomb out somewhere, and see if we can get it back. Andy says, yeah, no simple solutions with the canoes, 2 vehicles or circular paddle. Yeah, last canoe camp we paddled upstream 5 miles. Wasn't fast, so floating was okay. Ross and Y is an easy canoe camp for a few days. We was just we was just only just passing it actually. We did the Ross and Y. We probably only did about 4 miles or something just to say I've done it. Am I hoping to grow this channel then? I don't think so. Of course I'd love it to, but I just don't think it's possible. I think, well, I don't know, we've had a couple of trolls, haven't we, the last couple of weeks, but I think it's it would just be basically the same crowd all the time, you know. Might bring another 1 or 2 in here and there, but I think it's just going to be like the same crowd. I don't think it's possible, to be fair. But you know what is exciting? It's strange because obviously I want the other channels, the channel I want to grow more, and I think it's the easiest channel to grow because the subject matter is it's just a bigger community. But you know, when you're starting from scratch and then you can just put any music you want into your videos, it's just mad. Whereas we're all restricted now for copyright. It is quite good to just be able to just put any music you want in. I don't even, like I say, I don't even, it used to be like every day log in to see if the channel's grown, see how many new views you got. Well, thinking, I didn't even log in. I didn't even log into my account for about 8 months. Do you know what I mean? I didn't even have a clue how many subscribers I had. I got to about, I think I got to 1,552, and then when I started posting like pranks and stuff, it went down to like 1,300 and something, and then it did recover a bit. And I noticed, you know, where it says who your subscribers are. I noticed a lot of people come back who just subscribed. So I know I pissed a lot of people off and I alienated people and all the rest of it, but it was just where I was at the time. I just, you know, I was like I said, I was in a dark place. To be honest, made Zoe do most of the work. When I'm out camping next weekend, I will talk about this live chat, like live streaming. Yeah, no, I appreciate that. Where are you going? When are we coming? Yeah, we'll be out the weekend. No, I appreciate that. But like I say, it's one of the things with the chats is it got to the point where, you know, like when I had Gareth and Zoe on, or Andy Kent Survival, or some of the bigger YouTubers, you couldn't even see what was being wrote in the chat, do you know? And a good example is I'm a moderator on Carlisle's. For a while, he was doing a lot of live stuff from the. He was doing a lot of live stuff, and the chat was just moving that fast that it wasn't personal. Do you know what I mean? I'd ask him a question. I'd ask a question, and I was like one of only about 3 or 4 moderators. So if you're a moderator, your name comes up blue, and he couldn't even answer my questions or whatever. Do you know what I mean? And it loses a personal touch. If it grows too much, it loses a personal touch. And then, like, who was it? Well, both Joe and TA Outdoors, they started doing a few live streams, and you know, the side chat in there was just a blur. And then the only way you could get your creator that you want to watch is then send them side chats or super chats, what you have to pay for, just to be able to get your name read out, your channel read out, or the comment read out, and it gets less personal. And I like to think of these things as it's a virtual campfire between me and you guys sitting at home. Is a virtual campfire. We're all just mates, just chilling around a campfire, and we talk the way we would if it was face to face or in person. And that's the way, all of a sudden, if you've got 50,000 people watching you, it's not personal then. But thanks for the offer. I have a stalker. Is a effing fruitcake. Ooh. YouTube stalker, that is. Do you need a restraining order, Nobby? What have they done? Hoping to stay in an old mill. Well, at least it will give you some shelter. It's hilarious. We get the odd Fruit Loop now and again. Like to mess around with them. He ain't a small channel either. Oh, name and shame, go on. Asking inappropriate questions. Just a weirdo. Name and shame, Nobby. Is he a sergeant? It's weird. That's weird. Is it the jointy angle you wear your hat? No, Paul, I like to play with him. No. Oh. Damn. Message me in private, Nobby. I've got to know now. I'll be up all night trying to think about that now. I've got someone on Instagram that's a bit weird. Always trying to come out and camp, and always messaging me, and why didn't you tell me? I would have come, and all the rest of it. And I'm just thinking to myself, yeah, there's no way I want you anywhere near my kid. No way, thanks. My hat is square, my head is jaunty. Gareth and Zoe, go to look at Nobby's comments. Oh yeah, because in the meantime, since we've not been doing live chats, the private messaging has gone off. What do you call it? This platform we're on, Facebook. That's it. Yeah, because I watched one of Andy's videos, and then was going to invite him to the Christmas thing, and then it was just like, oh, I've lost Andy's number, and then I was like, oh, I'll message him on. I'm messaging him on YouTube, and it's gone. The whole thing to be able to message people is gone. Gareth, you made Zoe do most of the work. Maybe she offered or agreed. 21st century G, you can't make a woman do anything. Zoe's a bloody Trojan. She bounces up them hills. Oh God, flies up there fast as heck. She was up front, so couldn't see me asleep. Zoe was furious. Right, I think we're getting to that point now. 14 viewers, 14 thumbs up is on one screen. Yeah, I think we're going to call it. That was a good chat. Good 2 hours. 2.25 hours. So yeah, I think we're going to call it then. Like obviously next Wednesday is Christmas, so we won't be running the chat that day, unfortunately, guys. But on the Friday afterwards, we might have a bit of a session in the woods if I can get 4G in the woods. I think that's what we're going to do, just so we don't leave it so long. Yeah, we're going to call it. we're going to call it. Merry Christmas to you all. If I don't see you in person, if I don't see you on YouTube or Facebook or whatever social media, thanks for all the comments. I hope you all have a great Christmas, and yeah, we'll see you in the new year probably if the excuse me, if the wood things don't go down. So yeah, thanks for Dale for entertaining us. Thanks for the new people who's found us. I can't remember seeing Simbri and Warren before, so yeah, thanks for joining us, the new guys, and sticking around. Thanks for everyone that stuck through to the end, and we'll call it there, and we'll see you on the new year or from the woods live next week.